Hello friends, my name is Viella and welcome to Food Talk with V at Diverse Dinners. I'm what my friends would call an expert home cook. I can rustle up a meal in no time and I have my finger on the pulse when it comes to where and what to eat. I plan on sharing with you my knowledge of all things food related, trending food topics, great places to eat, easy recipes to simplify mealtime, our relationship with food, and much more. And I hope I can learn a couple of things from you too. So if you're interested, sit back, but before you do, hit that subscribe button and let's talk food. One of my favorite YouTube channels, like foodie YouTube channels, is Cocoa Butter. They're a Black cultural and entertainment channel. And I love their, what's it called now? Their Try Each Other's Food segment. I was watching the Best of Mum's cooking segment, and it was hilarious. Let me tell you, the shade. These ladies, they're mums, grandmas, aunties, church aunties. They are asked to make their dish, the dish that everyone loves, that eats in church or their family members love. And I think it was fry fish or fish fry, banana pudding, pineapple upside down cake. There's some others, a few others. Those are the ones that stick in my mind because those are the ones, no doubt, where the shade was served cold, baby. So this just reminded me, and I'll drop the link to the YouTube channel, to Cocoa Butter's YouTube channel, just so you can take a look at the video, because it is really worth watching if you haven't seen it. I would take the time to give it a watch and see what these aunties, mums and grandmas have to say about each other's dishes. But it brought me, when I was watching it, it brought me to the thoughts of my relationship with food, and how my mother basically is the blueprint to how I cook today, to a certain degree. You know, she's the master. You know, she was the one that gave me the skills and knowledge, and to be able to be comfortable in the kitchen. And I think that applies to many of us, right? We have our mother's skills, we add a little bit of this and we add a little bit of that. But essentially we are descendants of our mothers, and therefore her skills. So I've changed some of what my mother's taught me. Changed out different oils. My mother was a vegetable oil queen. I'm a peanut oil kind of girl. But essentially, I am a blueprint of my mother. We not so long ago had a master class. Well, it's not so long ago, maybe a year or two ago now. It feels like it was the other day. But my mother was visiting. I live in New York. I'm English. My mother lives in England. And she came over to visit. And we had some friends over, family and friends. And she gave us a master class on making sauce. My mother is from the Caribbean, from Dominica. And she makes a wonderful sauce, which I think some cultures called pickled pig's feet. It's essentially pig's feet or snout. I'm sorry if this is eking anybody out, but it's truly delicious. Or trotters, pig's trotters. That is cooked down. You know, the fat is removed, and then it is brined, once cooked, with some vinegar and a lot of spice. Cucumbers are added. This thing is divine. It used to be a after party dish that we had when I was growing up anyway, for our family parties. And my mother did a masterclass, and it was so much fun. So what if your blueprint for your mother isn't the best? Well, I have some friends who's clearly their mother's skills in the kitchen were not the best. I have a friend who, to this day, puts ketchup on everything. I mean, everything. It is unbelievable. I assume the reason he does this is because there was no taste in his food when he was growing up. But he is not able to eat food without ketchup. And it is the saddest and most embarrassing situation. Even in restaurants, this man will ask for some ketchup. Goodness. So yeah, I always feel bad for folks who didn't wasn't able to get any skills from their family members. But we are lucky these days. There are so many food blogs, so many YouTube channels, and all sorts that where we can hone our skills. And once in a while, I might share. I might get up in my kitchen and share an easy recipe, nothing too elaborate, honeys, because the work. But I will share some tips and tricks on how to make some meals quickly and easily, especially if you're on the go like I am. If it's for a family or just a dinner party, some tricks. I think tricks are really important when it comes to dinner parties, but I'll be sure to share those with you. So as I said, my love of food came from spending time in the kitchen with my mother and the rest of my family. And once I think I was 8 when I first made a meal for my family. So it didn't take me long to learn the skills of cooking for others. And I soon segued, when I became a teenager, into making meals for my brother and his friends. And when I left home, I then started doing teeny tiny dinner parties, which became much more elaborate dinner parties and buckets of fun. I attained that skill of how to share recipes with food, give people instruction. And a few years ago, I created a food blog, which was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed sharing my recipes, although, baby, it was some hard work. Getting those pictures right, making sure I have the light, making sure the recipe is right. One time I think I put 2 cups in the recipe when it should have been 2 tablespoons, and someone caught it online and sent me a note. Oh, it was some hard work. And so I thought to myself, even though it was fun, it became a diary, like a food diary of all the things I created for over a few years. And I still have the site, and I still use it. Some of my friends and family still use it as well, especially when the holidays come around for some of their special meals. So I'm glad I did it. But it was just so much hard work for very little in return, except for the accolades and wonders from friends who like the recipes. So I decided, I kind of learnt. Quality was always my thing. Quality has always been my thing when it comes to food. I like quality meats, fish, whatever it is, vegetables, everything. I like it to come from I like any meat I eat to be from an animal that has been fully rested and is happy in life, and then provided to me to serve onto my plate. So I'm always seeking out the quality meats and goods so that I can feel good about what I eat. And I felt I needed to make sure that I had the same for the things I added to my food, such as spices. So with creating all these recipes, I really got into creating my own spices. And so now I have this little business, this little food business, Diverse Dinners. I make spices. I have 3. It's one is called, this is Trinity. I have a trinity of spices. One is called, I have one that is the Santa Ana spice. Santa Maria, not Santa Ana, goodness. Santa Maria spice, which is it's a rub for grilled meats, especially steaks. I have a Caribbean curry spice. And I have a, what I call a smoky marita spice. They're great on lots of different kinds of meats and fish, even in vegetables in some cases, in stews. And I hope you will take a look at my little website, diversedinners.com. I'm going to drop the link in the description box and take a look, see if there's anything you're interested in. And if you want to purchase one of my spices or all 3, the little bundle is shipping for free. So yeah, I've always had I've always felt the need to have something to do related to food. I wasn't going to be a chef. I wasn't stand up in a kitchen all day long. But I needed some way of, I have a 9 to 5, so I needed something that fed me. And food, it will feed you. So I've always found myself in the kitchen, sharing, doing something. And this is my newest project. And I hope you will take the time to Let me know what you think. If there's any suggestions on other spices, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to finish here today, and thank you for spending time with me. If you've enjoyed what I've shared with you today, click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications so you know the next time I post, which shall be soon. And if you have any suggestions on topics you want to discuss as food related, again, drop me a comment in the comment box and let me know how you feel, and I will respond accordingly. So you take care. This has been Viella, Food Talk with V from Diverse Dinners. Thank you, and see you soon. Bye-bye.